Endothermic. Endothermic. So endothermic, what do you think? Endothermic or exothermic? Okay. So when you're ready, put a little bit of baking soda, not too much. Just a little bit. Just a little baking soda and watch the temperature change over time. You can tell me if it's endothermic or exothermic. Do you have to change it? Going down. What does that mean? Sorry? Exo, is it exo or exo? It's endothermic. Endothermic. Right, so endothermic is when the temperature goes down. But exothermic is endothermic. Ready to see the temperature going down? Yeah. So this, for example, so on the board, right, I have a strong acid and a strong base. So I have this here, but I want we have uric acid, and then sodium hydroxide. This is a strong base, right? So when we mix that, you'll see a larger temperature change. This one is a exothermic reaction, right? So when the initial temperature, the reaction happens, and when the reaction is done, it's resolved. Right? Okay, but when you mix the vinegar, it's a smaller change. Something like this, right? So the initial temperature, when the reaction happens, the temperature decreases. Any questions about that? So when you're teaching the acid base in concept, and you want to incorporate a line with one way you show it, right, using the thermometer. Okay, so we have about 10 minutes left. I don't think we have time to go through heat capacity, but do we want to go back to the programming? Do you like the programming? Okay. Let's see what else. Who else? Does anyone need help with programming? Where's your phone?
Putihkan dia bahwa akan
Anyone have entrance still?
Curi-curi pandang, jangan ditahan-tahan. Ku bukan ancaman, kita pelan-pelan. Curi-curi pandang, jangan ditahan-tahan. Ku bukan ancaman, kita pelan-pelan.
Did it work out? Did it load? Did it load?
Tunggu kamu datang, yang ku mau wanting. Kau tahu kau my favorite girl dan paling penting. You know kalau ku put you first, kau dan aku saling melengkapi apa yang kurang. Kamu memang curang, lemparku ke jurang. Candu, 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 candu,
We have 1 minute left, so that's the end of the session. So you're going to the next room right behind me. Okay? Don't pack up your robot and bring it over to the next room.
Itu hanya dengan kabar karena
Tapi tak sekalipun kisahku pernah kau bantah. Cerita kita tak jauh berbeda, tapi tanggal unik tanpa sensor.
You're already at home. Because the condition of provide you different but else then another third I think you'll use it more than like
tiang atas
bersama kisah tak terganti. Senja mulai membiru, menunggu yang berlalu. Air mata menyala, iringi rindunya. Jika merasa sepi, kembali ke tempatku menanti. Sebelum waktu menuntut mati.
nama-nama adalah oh iya Oh, ada bisa-bisa kalau kira kan sama dengan aja, sama dengan dari banyak kita. Kamu bisa juga. Hanya pun timnya kok kan. Jadi kalau yang minjem kita bisa selesai. Kami naman ko sampai kemarin itu babak dua nih pak. Apa gimana? Dia pakai sampai pas itu apa? Kalau pakai tadi. Apa yang masalahnya di tempat? Kalau ini jadi gimana? Kalau terjadi tapi kalau dia pak. Seperti orang lain nama namanya ini mati kok suaranya ini kodok tidak tahu udah lagi ingat sampai yang waktu pengalaman itu aku hapus kamunya ini aja.
Still hot?
Iya.
It's the fan. Oh, sometimes the robot. Use this. No. This video.
Oh, bro.
You both are broken, the word is the word is broken. The brand is okay.
The volunteers are also moving, right?
Ah.
The volunteers are also moving.
Tes. Tes satu dua. Tes.
Di ruangan belakang juga kayak gini juga, Mas.
Tes. Tes. Bawa lagi. Ikut masak.
Udah besok.
Tidak bisa abangku. Tes. Oh, tes dulu, tes dulu, tes dulu. Tes dulu. Tes, tes. Satu, dua. Coba, maulah. Mau. Mau.
Tes. When the class start, sing this.
This is a mic?
Yes, not all the streaming.
Oh, okay. So who watches the stream?
Some teacher from this university.
Oh, okay, so the other ones.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you know where the fan is? Did they bring the fan?
Yes, still working hard.
Can you? Is it the max?
Yes,
Grab the things and then dinner. Yang memori seperti itu. Yang ditinggal tuh roda sama motornya. Yang pengen bumi, Pak. Oke, programnya jadi tidak apa ini di bawah. Ya, di dalam ya. Karena sama yang rodanya. Yang dicopot ini aja nah.
Maybe let's open the door so let's keep the air flow. Can we do that over here actually? Here? So everybody gets it. So move the fan in front. Yeah. Good. It's okay? Not hot? I'm supposed to wear this? Okay. Okay. Can everybody hear me? Yes. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, my name is Matt, and today I'll be going through the temperature, heats of reaction, and heat capacity. Right, so the main sensor we're going to be using is the thermistor sensor, right? Is everybody here a teacher? So some are teachers, what are the other? Everyone's teachers? What do you teach? Science? Everybody here teaches science? And no. Computer science? Yes, okay, so some computer science, some science teachers. Right, so today's topics will cover both, right? So the robotics will be computer science, and then temperature, heat capacity, and acid-base reaction is what you probably teach some of your students in science. So today's session will show you how you can incorporate both into one lesson, right?
Di kelas ini kalian akan belajar memadukan bagaimana pembahasan tentang temperatur, habis itu suhu dan habis itu seperti yang dijelaskan di layar ini dengan dipadukan dengan komputer. Jadi apapun yang dipelajari di kelas komputer tadi akan dipadukan di kelas ini.
Okay. Okay. So as I said, nama saya Matt. I was born in the Philippines and I moved to Canada when I was 10. So that's why I look like I'm Indonesian, because I'm Southeast Asian. Yeah. Okay.
Nama kakaknya adalah Matt. Di sini kakaknya itu berasal dari Filipina. Oleh karena itu mungkin kalian semua melihat Kak Matt ini sangat Asian banget mukanya karena memang berasal dari Filipina.
Okay. Okay, so today, these are our main learning targets. So we'll be going through what temperature is, and we'll be building our own temperature sensor or thermometer. And then we're going to measure acid-base reaction, because in an acid-base reaction, there's either a release of heat or an absorption of heat, right? And then we'll also look at heat capacity if we have time.
Oke, pada kelas ini kita akan mempunyai beberapa sasaran pembelajaran. Yang pertama ada mendefinisikan suhu dan perbedaannya dengan kalor, habis itu merakit dan memprogram sensor, hingga seterusnya apabila sempat akan ke menyelidiki kapasitas melalui perbandingan laju. Nah, di sini fungsinya akan agar kiranya pembelajaran kita terstruktur dari awal sampai akhir.
Okay. So what is temperature? Can someone tell me what temperature is?
Ada yang bisa jelaskan suhu itu apa?
Panas, heat, hot, right? Temperature. So temperature is a measure of how hot it is, right? It's hot in this room. It's panas, right? Sorry? Cold, right? Hot or cold, right? So if something is hot, that means there's a high kinetic energy, right, of the particles in the substance. But if it's cold, that means the kinetic energy of the particles is a blue, right?
Jadi,
Oh, keep going.
jadi suhu itu diibaratkan bahwasanya apabila energi kinetik partikelnya itu tinggi maka bisa dibilang panas. Nah, apabila itu rendah bisa dibilang itu dingin.
Right. So how can we measure temperature changes, right? So usually we also use our hands, right? We put it on top of our heads. Someone's sick, they feel hot, right? So that's one way to measure temperature. But another way we do it is we use a thermometer like this, right? So what we'll be making is a thermometer with robots today. Okay. So take out your robot.
Buka itu, buka robotnya.
Okay. Okay. So if you have sensors on your robot, take out the infrared sensor. Take off the infrared sensor. Take it off. Okay. So do you remember how to build the sensor? Some of you took it apart, so let's build it again. Okay, so here's your parts. Board, braid, and boost. Do you remember where it goes? Okay, can we put it together?
Oke, habis
Ya.
ini cari 3 komponen utama ini, kemudian di
Yeah. The boost. Okay. Make sure the boost is facing the right way.
dia dipasang di bagian kanannya langsung.
Okay. So once you have it built, so now you add the thermistor. So the thermistor is in a small bag.
Tolong pasang termistornya, termistor yang ini.
It looks like this. Okay.
Termistor kabel hitam.
So the thermistor, it needs also the resistor. So the small bag with the resistor.
Sama pasang resistornya, resistor ya.
So here. So you need the blue resistor, the small resistor like this. It's blue, it looks like this.
Jadi yang dibutuhkan adalah termistor sama resistor.
This one.
Tadi silakan.
The blue one, blue. Blue? Okay. This one. This one. This one. And then this one here. This one.
Oh ya.
The blue one. Yeah, so to make the thermistor, so here, over here on the robot, there are 2 prongs like this, and then you put the thermistor like that. Okay?
Jadi di motherboardnya itu ada 2 lubang. Nah, 2 lubang itu untuk dipasang termistornya. Ada 3 kali ini.
And then the resistor, you take the ends and you put into the hole.
Kemudian resistornya diluruskan dulu pakai ini. Lubang ini tambahkan, baru dibentuk huruf U. Ini enggak? Resistor ini. Nah, ini.
Okay. You take the ends like this, and you put in the holes. Okay, yeah. Is it on? Okay, so now connect to your robot. Turn on your robot and connect to it.
Kalau sudah terpasang, kita tutup robotnya.
Okay. So, once you're connected, go to this website up here. Same website you know, but /t. Yeah.
When the ground moves, the frame moves. It's attached to the ground. So when the ground shakes, the frame moves, but the mass stays behind. The mass stays where it is. So it's a line like this. So every time the platform moves, the mass stays where it is, and it creates a line, and you can get this kind of graph.
Apa yang digunakan untuk mengukur lubang itu adalah seismograf, dan cara kerjanya itu ini alat yang sederhana, dan cara kerjanya itu kan ada penggerak, ada juga penanya. Nah, yang bergerak itu adalah bagian bawahnya. Bagian bawah itu bergerak. Memang kita
So this concept of having a moving mass.
Okay.
With a ten-
Everybody connected to the website? Yes. Okay, so you can measure the different temperatures, right? Measure the temperature of your hand or a different surface.
Not so much.
Do you have it open? Do you have to open the website? /t. 888/t. No, /t. T. Like this. Okay, hold on. Okay. /t. /t. Okay, do you see the temperature graph? Okay. So, let's go back. So, the graph that you'll see on the y-axis is the temperature in degrees Celsius, right? The bottom is time in milliseconds. So this is a dynamic graph. Keep updating the temperature as the time goes on.
Jadi grafiknya itu untuk mengukur suhunya, jadi apabila panas nanti grafiknya akan meningkat terus, tidak akan mengurangi.
Okay. Does everybody see it correctly? Okay. Oh, this is the water, right? Can you give back the water to the desk? Don't drink the water. One per desk. Over there. Okay. So you can also dip the thermistor in the water. You'll also see the temperature change in the water.
Masukkan sensor termistornya ke dalam gelas tadi.
Yes, you can put it inside. Yes. Yeah, you can all the way inside. No, it's okay inside. It's okay. See? Yeah. Okay. Okay. It's working. Okay, everybody sees the graph? Okay. Okay. So, can you use another device or open a new tab? So keep the tab with the graph, right? I want you to have it open.
HP pertama untuk ngecek grafik website yang
Yeah.
ini.
I want to, so there's a graph so you can see the temperature change. And then go back to blocking. Let's try to add some programming to it, okay?
Jadi yang grafik tadi jangan ditutup biar aja untuk yang website ini silahkan di HP yang lain.
Okay. So, maybe don't use 25, use like, what's the temperature of the water? Temperature of the water is around 30. Okay. So let's do this. 32. Okay. Let's change it to 32. Is it going to change? There you go. Okay, 32. Can you create a code? You learn how to program, right? In the other class? So can you use what you learned to create a code? So if the temperature is greater than 32 degrees, turn on the LED. The LED is the blue light blinking, right? If it's less than 32, or if not, turn off the LED.
It's very important. The purpose of the boost, so maybe you notice when you turn on the air conditioning,
Don't show them yet. Let them do it. Okay. Yeah.
So the purpose of the boost
Oh, this
is to
one is.
stabilize the voltage for the brain, because the brain needs a stable voltage.
Sorry, I'm gonna try to fix.
Kayak misal kita pernah nyari AC, terus lampunya itu kedip. Nah, artinya pada stabil. Nah, butuh ditembakkan sampai itu. Nah, kalau itu atau konsor atau brain itu nanti perlu stabil.
Okay, so we're gonna start the vibration sensor. We're gonna open it.
Okay, I think that should be working now. Okay. That one should work now. Okay. Can you create the program?
So we take the vibration sensor.
That should be 32.
Okay. Now, notice something special about the vibration sensor. Notice something special when you shake it.
But maybe let's put hot water in there. Okay.
It's a bit strange, right? To have something moving in the electronic
Is it
circuit.
okay?
Okay.
It'll only measure it once, right? So you want it to continually measure the temperature. So keep measuring temperature.
Di belakang biru.
But we need a simple way to measure the vibration. Not very complicated, something simple. Can you see something simple?
Okay. Working?
So when we have a circuit for the brain and the microcontroller, so one, there's 0 and 1. There's only two things, 0 and 1. So 1 high voltage, 4.5 volt, and 0 is 0 volts. So we need to connect to 4.5 volt or connect
Excuse
to
me.
0 volt. Disconnect from 4.5 or connect to 4.5.
Sorry?
Okay. So if you have a ball,
Yeah,
and
can
you
I see
find
the
a way
code?
to connect to 4.5 or disconnect to 4.5. How do you do that?
Okay, so this, a couple things. So this is a different sensor. See, it says ambient, right? It says thermistor. And then the other one, it needs a loop. Because if we wanted to keep measuring the temperature, right? It'll only do it once you don't have a loop.
Or disconnect from 4.5.
Yeah.
How can I use the ball to do this?
32, not 25. You gotta change that. Karajat?
Connect, yeah.
What time is this one?
But time sensor. I want to connect time sensor.
Dalam ekornya.
The blue sensor, the blue can battery sensor.
Did anyone get it to work?
Okay.
Error?
Then
Can I see?
ball inside here.
Can I try
So
it?
inside it, I want to
Can it
connect.
play? What did it
Disconnect.
say?
Okay. What's the symbol going to do this?
Ya, itu kan nungguin. Jadi nanti kalau connect dan kadang bakal nggak on.
Okay. So in this sensor, we have two balls. Two balls. When the sensor is resting, one side is touching one ball, metal ball, and then the electricity can connect
We'll do
to the other
32.
side. Electricity can flow like
32.
this.
Because this one is hot. It's more than
When you're
25
shaking,
degrees.
the balls are disconnected. It's not continuous. So the schematic view, schematic, is to have two switches.
Is it okay?
When the sensor is resting, the switches are closed to the electricity flow. When there's movement, the balls are disconnected, so the circuit electricity cannot flow. Now, what would happen if I only had one ball?
There, it's off. Okay, it's off because it's greater than 25, right? Yeah. This one is, yeah. So if this is loose, it'll, sure, let's press it inside. Okay. Did it work?
It worked.
Okay. Did it work? Did the light turn off and on and off? Is it working? It works? Okay, so you're missing something in the code here. So this one is just says if it's greater than 31, turn off. But how do you turn it off? It needs another command to turn on.
Tambah program yang untuk
Pakai else berarti.
menghidupkannya.
Yeah,
Oh,
else.
pakai else. Oh, iya.
Jadi buat dua pernyataan.
Di bawah. Ini naik, nah. Nah, atas lagi. Harusnya mati kok.
Is it okay? Okay.
Internetnya ya.
It's not working again. The values drop. Okay. Let's try this again.
Kok ada lagi?
Oh, I told you that already. I messed this up. This should be.
Jadi ikuti ini panas.
Okay. That one should be right. Yeah, so try using, because it's, right now this is around 30 degrees, so use 32. Okay, so hold it. Turn off. Okay, it's off. Okay. Does anyone else need help? Yeah.
Kalau yang 30 sesuai itu, apakah dia nyala terus atau nyala kelap-kelip?
If the temperature is in 31, the LED always on or on second.
If it says equals or greater than 31. So if it's 31, it will be off, right? But if it's greater than 31, it'll turn off. So you have to, how do you turn it on? You have to also save it on the robot. See? So let's see.
So the LED is always on like this or
No, it shouldn't be blinking. It might just be the battery. Okay. Okay. There. So it's greater than 32. Let's see. It turned off. There, it turned off. Because it's great. So greater than 31 turns off. Right, so now it's around 37, but if we turn off, so that's why I keep blinking. Yeah. Yeah, so it's greater than, yeah. Oh, okay, so this is a different this is not the same, right? It's different. This is ambient, this is thermistor. It's different.
beda harusnya thermistor aja.
Is it?
Ini sama berapa?
Okay.
Temperatur.
We try using different batteries. Okay, let's try to replace the batteries. Okay, so try it again. Okay. Next session 4:10, right? So your code probably looks like something like this, right? So if it's you added a conditional, right? And then you added an else statement. So if it's greater than 32, turn on. If not, turn off. Right? Or the other way, whatever you did.
Oke, ini yang lebih kode yang digunakan oleh Kemenkeu. Apabila temperaturnya lebih dari 32 akan nyala, dan apabila tidak, maka LED-nya akan mati. Nah, tapi kodenya seperti ini.
Okay? Okay. So now let's try with the buzzer. Yeah, so the buzzer. The buzzer is that one. The buzzer is, can I see? This one, the one with the speaker. So the buzzer has 3 prongs, right? 1, 2, 3. it has tika, right? 3 prongs. And then you put it inside the holes, the part where it has 3 holes beside the battery. Like this.
Jadi pasang buzzernya di samping kiri baterai.
Okay, maybe let's help with the. Can we get more? Okay. Let's do 42. I'm changing the temperature. I'm changing it to 42. And then I'm going to add hot water to your cup. Let's increase the temperature of the water. Okay, let's add a little bit. Should be enough. I'm going to add hot water to the cup, okay?
Hot water.
Hot water. Hot water. Who needs hot water? I'll make the hot water added here. Mix it, no, mix it inside. Yeah. All of it. It's okay, pour more. Did you check the battery first?
This like not link.
Okay, did you change it? Did it work? Okay. An old one. Who else needs hot water? Sorry. Do you need hot water? Air panas? You need hot? Okay, so how can you make the buzzer go off? You know, in the staff room, can you check if there's a spare pail or a bucket? Is there an extra one? So we need to throw out the salt there in the bucket.
So we need a bucket.
Yeah, check if there's an extra bucket, okay? Okay, thank you. Okay, so who has the buzzer to work, right? So if the temperature is hot or more than 42, play the note, but turn off the LED. If not, turn on the light, or LED. So I use, it says 40, what's the temperature of the, 46, right? So 44. But if you put it inside, it goes up. So change it to 40, maybe 45, 45. 4, 5. Okay. Okay, now upload. Okay, either one. Well, let's see. Did it go on? Okay. But if you take it out, take it out. Hold it. Did it turn on? I didn't hear. Did it go on? Made sound? Yeah. Okay. Because it's greater than 0.5. Okay. It's good. Oh. Oh, okay. It's okay. Don't put it. You just throw it outside then.
alright.
Yeah, I just wanted a bucket because it's easier. But if you don't find a bucket, just throw it in the washroom. Okay, and then come back with it. Thank you. Okay, so who got the butter work? Did it turn off? Okay.
If musical turn off,
Can-
this is 0.
Oh, sorry.
C 4-nya diganti.
Yeah. So you only play the note in one time, right? So if musical note, if greater than 42, play the note. If not, turn off the LED. So this one,
But this is
this note here, you don't need this here.
oh,
Yeah, right? So it's right now, what's the temperature?
nggak sampai 40.
35. Okay, so 36. Oh, this is close to,
This is not hot.
okay, so let's add more hot water. Can you add more hot water? Okay, yeah. Okay. Here, this one. Try this one. This one's hotter. Okay, who got the buzzer to work? Okay, did it turn off when you said we turned off? Turn it off. How do you turn it off? Okay. Let's see. Still cold, that's why. Let's wait for the temperature. It's not reading the temperature. Oh, there. Okay, what's your view? 35? What's this one then? It's not hot, right? I'll get hotter water, okay.
So groups the ESP doesn't think.
You change the battery?
So groups the link.
Did you try and change? You didn't change it yet, right? Or you changed already? So it's done.
The battery just change.
Okay, let's try a different brand. Oh, let's see if this one works. Okay. Try connecting to this one.
This group
What's happening?
is ESP.
Yeah, of course. Coba. Mau.
Coba.
Tapi tetap
Touch this.
Oh, ini matinya dari sini bunyi. Coba. Ada Nah, ini kenapa ada di sini? Tadinya diulangnya well done. April ya? Nah, kalau well itu kan sekali, kalau itu seterusnya. Mana tadi?
Okay, so it's working. Is it working? This one, we don't have it on, so it has to be different. Why is this one here? These are the servos. We don't have them on. They're using, they're not the motors. You have to use a different code. Is it working now? Okay, this one's working. Okay, so we say 30 minutes.
30 minutes left.
Okay.
Maybe now 20.
Yeah. So last one with the codes. We can also make the robot sing, right? We can add multiple notes to it.
Kita bisa bikin not tambahan atau bunyi tambahan dengan menambahkan.
Let's do. Let's use 40 degrees again.
Jadi notnya itu bisa ditumpuk. Jadi seakan-akan buzzernya pun bisa berbunyi.
Buzzer.
Buzzer, this one.
Iya.
Okay.
Di samping baterai.
There is some problem in there.
Which one? Do you have the temperature graph? Let's see the temperature.
Grafiknya tadi mana?
Di sini ada juga. Oh, tadi sini ada grafiknya juga.
Okay.
Nah, di sini lain anu tadi. Lain otaknya. Oh, lain otak. Sudah tuh.
No, it's connected. It's connected.
Sudah ini. Sudah aktif.
How do you change the tab? No, this is not the graph. I need the graph. How do you change the? Okay.
Yang 4 juga. The water is not hot.
Okay, you can get a new hot. You want water? Okay, I'll change this. It's so fast, eh?
Tapi gini, dia tuh nyering banget.
Is it working? People got fried.
Tapi nanti kita dimatiin.
Oh, sorry. This one's connected, right?
Yes.
Yang tadi dibuang. Tadi dibuang tadi. Sini, Bang.
Forward slash. Where's forward slash?
Mau lah. Banget kan?
This one working. 70. Okay. Okay. Let's give you another one. Can you ask? We need another. Can you ask for another one in another class?
brain.
New brain, new brain.
New.
New brain. Ask for a new brain.
Takut ke layar yang lain kelas lain minta ini yang aja.
Oh, oke.
Yeah, thank you. Did you get it to work? So I want it to play, in reverse order if it's not there, right? So that it goes one way, if it's more than 4. But then if it's less than 30, 40, it goes this way. So it goes A, G, E, D, C. Oh, sorry. Can we see? Is it okay? Can you put the notes there? Is it okay? It has to be more than 42, so it's not gonna work. So you need a hot source. Need more hot. Sorry. Let's get another hot one. Okay. You give it back. Which one had it? Oh, that too. This one? Is that a new brain? We found a new brain. Okay. Did anyone get it? Did anyone get this? I think this one. I can see something here. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay, so right now it's what? Greater than 42 or less than 42? Okay. So, add hot water. Ayan, panas. Okay, let's see if it changes. Okay. Do you have the graph? The graph. Oh, that's why, because the graph has to be around the same, so it's not measuring it properly. Probably loose. Yeah. But this is correct. The code is correct. Okay. Did it work? Okay. Okay, so this one's working now, right? So if it's Greater than 42. We need another source. See how it's saying sounds different? Sounds different than this. Okay. Right? It's just it's not going. It's not completing the otherwise. Right? Okay, and then we go here. This one is loose, that's why. Okay, so now. Oh, it's different from this one here, right? Okay. How much time do we have? Is it 4 o'clock? How much time? 20? 25. Okay. Okay. So if you were able to make the robot sing, right, you can do 2 different songs if you change the temperature. So it goes, if it's greater than 40 or 30 degrees or 42, it plays it in G, D, E, D, A. But if it's less than the temperature, it goes the other way, right? And this is it's hard to see, but it's just the notes in reverse order. Okay. So when you're teaching, you typically, you tie it back to a real application, right?
Oke, jadi setelah pembelajaran ini, pastinya kalian tahu bahwasannya ada contoh lain di dunia nyata ini soal thermistor ini atau thermistor ini.
Yeah. So can you think of an example that uses a thermistor?
Jadi ada yang bisa beri contoh soal termometer di dunia nyata ini?
Iron, right? So for the clothes, right? Yes. Anything else? Oven, yes, right? So the oven, you want to bake something. You want a certain temperature. If it reaches the temperature, it turns off the element, right? What about this one? The kettle, it's hot. Right, so if it's boiling, we turn it off. What about the air conditioning? Yes. Yes. So let's think of it. Let's think of it in the frame of an input and output. So for the air conditioning, what's the input? Temperature, right? That's the input, right? Because there's a thermistor inside, right? So if it's hot, or we set it to, let's say, I want the room to be 18 degrees. What's the output? If not 18 degrees, if it's more than 18 degrees, what's the output? Cold, right? Blows cold air, right? So those are some real-world examples. So next we can do now is heat of a neutralization reaction. So do you know what acids and bases are? Asam and basa. right? So the acids, they release or produce hydrogen ions. And the pH is less than 7, right? For bases, it has hydroxide ions in the water. The pH is greater than 7. Yes?
Oke, di sini ada asam, basa, dan garam. Dan di mana asam itu pH-nya kurang dari 7, basa pH-nya lebih dari 7, dan garam itu pH-nya sama dengan 7.
Yes? So what happens if we mix an asam and a basa together?
Apa yang terjadi kalau asam dan basa itu disatukan?
Neutral, right? And neutralization, usually that forms salt. Salt and water. Right, so, and typically, the reactions release or absorb heat. Do we know what's an exothermic and an endothermic reaction is?
Ada yang tahu perbedaan eksotermik sama endotermik?
Right. So exothermic, what happens?
Eksotermik tadi release the hot.
Release heat, right? So if we had the temperature probe, what happens? What do we see in the temperature? It goes up or down?
Kalau dilepas naik atau turun?
No, exothermic, it releases heat, right? So if you have it in the solution, it becomes hotter, so the temperature goes up.
Jadi
Because it produces heat.
eksotermik tadi itu akan di grafik itu akan menunjukkan bahwasanya suhunya itu naik.
Yes?
Itu tadi.
And then endothermic, what happens? It absorbs heat, right? It absorbs the temperature from the surroundings, so the temperature goes down. Right? So typically in classroom we have a cup, right? And we use a temperature to measure temperature change. In class, you measure the temperature before the reaction, right? And then you measure the temperature after the reaction.
Jadi di sini ada termometer. Nah, nanti itu kalau nantinya di kelas dengan murid-murid nanti menggunakan alat ini.
Right? So if you mix an acid base, but we can actually use the thermometer to see the temperature change over time. So instead of using this one.
Bisa juga menggunakan thermistor yang seperti yang kita gunakan tadi.
Okay, so we're going to give out chuka, which is an acid. Can you add the same amount of vinegar? Okay. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to this page. Or you have this page open?
Oke, sekarang perhatikan grafiknya. Perhatikan grafiknya.
You have the page open?
Buka grafik tadi.
Oh. Can we take off the buzzer so it doesn't save battery?
Tolong matikan buzzernya.
Take off the buzzer so we save battery. Okay, so put the thermistor inside vinegar. Thermistor inside the vinegar. Yeah. No, turn it on. Just keep this off. Keep this off. So go back to this page, please. This page here. /T. How many? Oh. 15. Okay. Okay, so once you have the page, so if we mix the vinegar and the baking soda, do you think it's endothermic or exothermic?
Saat ditambahkan cuka sama baking soda itu reaksinya eksotermik atau endotermik?
Raise your hand if it's exothermic, if you think it's exothermic.
Angkat tangan yang eksotermik. Yang eksotermik.
Raise your hand, raise your hand.
Yang merasa cuka tambah baking soda itu eksotermik, angkat tangan. Cuka tambah baking soda itu
Okay.
eksotermik, angkat tangan.
Okay, if you think it's endothermic, raise your hand.
Yang merasa endotermik, ada?
Endo or exo? Endo? Exo? Okay, so about half the room, 50-50, right? Okay, so when you're ready, add a little bit of baking soda. Little bit.
Tambahkan baking soda sedikit.
Less than half a spoon. Very little, or else that's too much.
Tambahkan baking soda secukupnya.
Okay. Now watch the temperature change. Yeah. So what happened to the temperature?
Suhunya tadi apa?
Went down.
Turun atau naik?
Down, right? So it looks like this. Yes, right? So initial temperature, and then as the reaction is happening, it goes down. So what does that mean? It's endothermic. Yes, right? Because it absorbed the heat from the surroundings for the reaction to occur. Right?
Karena endotermik menyerap panasnya tadi.
Okay. So this is one way to incorporate robotics when you teach acid and base.
Jadi ini cara bagaimana kalian menggabungkan pembelajaran robotik dengan pembelajaran suhu atau temperatur.
Okay. How much time do we have? 10 minutes? 10 minutes, I think. One, 5? Okay. Okay, let's quickly do, the next one you can do is heat capacity. Kapasitas panas. Hey, do you know what heat capacity is?
Ada yang tahu kapasitas panas itu apa?
Heat capacity?
Tahu?
Yeah. Right, so heat capacity. Do we know what this is?
Ada yang tahu?
No. Okay, so heat capacity is how much heat or how much energy is needed to change the temperature of a material, right? So if something has a high heat capacity, it needs a lot more time to increase the temperature, right? So it takes a lot of time to heat up, a lot of time to cool down.
Kapasitas kalori itu untuk bagaimana kapasitas kalori itu misalnya tinggi, itu akan membutuhkan banyak energi untuk memanas. Sedangkan untuk dingin itu memerlukan waktu yang sebaliknya.
Okay? So, what's example of materials with a high heat capacity? An example is water.
Ada yang tahu contohnya?
Water has high heat capacity.
Contohnya itu ada di air. Air itu memiliki kapasitas kalori yang tinggi.
Right? And then an example of a material with low heat capacity is metal or a metal pan.
Contoh kapasitas kalori yang rendah itu salah salah satunya adalah koin atau
Coin, right?
logam.
So when you're boiling water, it takes a lot of time for it to heat up, right?
Ya.
Because it has a high heat capacity.
Ya. Saat kalian memanaskan air itu kan membutuhkan waktu yang ada waktunya lah.
Right, but if you're cooking the metal pan, it takes few seconds to get hot, right?
Ya.
Because it has a low heat capacity.
Ya.
So we can also use the temperature probe to show how different materials have different heat capacity, right? By adding a heat source to something with high heat capacity and adding a heat source to something with a low heat capacity.
Jadi termistor itu akan mendeteksi bagaimana kapasitas kalor itu memerlukan waktu berapa lama untuk misalnya memanas atau dingin, tergantung dari kapasitas kalornya itu sendiri, entah itu air atau logam dan lain sebagainya.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll give out. Oh wait, you have the water there. So I'll give out. Is that the water? Yeah. Okay, leave the water there. And then I will also give out really hot water. Okay. It's really hot. Okay. Okay, so put back the thermistor in the water.
Letakkan termistornya itu ke dalam air.
Are the translations okay? Does it say?
It's okay.
It's okay? I can understand, okay.
Yes. 10.
Does it make sense? Okay.
20.
Okay, so can you measure the temperature? What's the temperature of the water?
Feel the vibration is less than 20.
Jika yang ketiga ini kita bakal balikannya
32, 35, 39. Okay. So can you add hot water to each? A little hot water in the cup. So maybe this much. Can you add this much water? And then in every. Okay. No, keep it inside. Keep it inside. Now I want you to record the temperature after we add hot water. Okay. Okay.
Akan air panas sedikit.
And then. Okay. Also.
The right motor. So the car is spinning. When we're ready,
Can we do 5? Sorry, one more.
When motorcycle, right? You put the gas too much, this shaking. So you press the brake until the vibration is less than 20. Okay.
Okay, can you give one to each table? Okay, so what's the new temperature? What's the new temperature? What's the delta? How much did it go up by? What's the temperature change? How much? The difference. The difference. 1.5? 1.5? How much is there? 13. 1, 3. Okay, so
Remember,
6 degrees. Okay, so we're getting 6. We're getting 12, 13, 15, 10. Okay. Right, so now let's try with the sand. So you have a cup of sand on your tables. Now measure the temperature of the sand.
Sekarang ukur suhu di dalam pasir.
Where's the cups with the hot water? This one? Can I get another cup, please? Okay.
Slow down. Wait, slow down.
Oh, that's just one. Actually, this should be enough.
10, 20.
Can you add a little bit
What is the first step in your
this
program?
way?
What do you do the first thing? What is it?
Not yet. I'll tell you. Okay, what's the temperature of the sand?
Berapa suhu pasirnya tadi?
First cup, which one?
35.
Kanan, and two.
34.
First step.
Okay, so can you add a little bit of hot water in each one? In the sand?
The sand.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to add hot water to the sand. Just a little bit.
First step. Okay, one second. First step, start to the top.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, we can finish. Okay, what's the temperature now? 67, 53, 29, 79. Okay. So what's the difference between what's the difference between the temperatures between when you added the hot water and then before?
Berapa selisih dari sebelum ditambahkan air panas dengan yang ditambahkan air panas? Berapa?
31. So around 30 degrees, right? 38. So 30 degrees or maybe even 40 degrees. Right? Let's soil. Okay. So the reason for this is because sand has a lower heat capacity than water. Right? So it takes less energy to increase the temperature of the sand. That's why we saw a larger temperature increase. Right? And then with the water, it's smaller.
Alasan karena suhunya itu jauh banget itu karena pasir itu adalah kapasitas kalor yang sangat rendah sehingga tidak alurnya itu lebih berbeda dengan air itu sendiri.
Okay? So another real world application before we end. So this is a beach in Jakarta, right? Yeah. Yeah, so sand on the beach, right? The beach has sand and water, right? It heats up fast in the sun. Sand feels hot when you touch it with your feet, right? Sometimes, right? And then water stays cool. And that's why the beach sand can burn your feet when it's hot. Because it has a lower heat capacity, right?
Jadi contohnya di dunia nyata itu karena seperti pasir yang diterpa sinar matahari yang sangat panas, nantinya kalau kita nginjak itu kan panas. Nah, ketika kita menginjakkan kaki di air pantai, itu tidak terlalu panas karena kapasitas kalornya lebih tinggi di air daripada di pasir itu sendiri.
Okay. Okay, so we were able to go through all of the sections. Any questions?
why?
I can't hear you, so can you speak louder?
The apa? The temperature is increased because what is the sand or the water?
Because the column water in hot water is not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ya, pas dimasukkan gitu.
But the reason
sama
about
pakai
this hot, this temperature is very hot. It because the sand or because the water?
Because of the water, right? Because we add the water has the heat source.
Karena itu airnya tadi.
Yeah.
Airnya tadi itu memiliki kalor yang lebih tinggi.
Yeah. Yeah. So in both scenarios, we added hot water. We added a heat source.
Jadi pasirnya tuh kalah dengan airnya tadi.
Yeah. So this one doesn't go. This one did not increase as much because it has a higher heat capacity.
Ya, yang ini tidak terlalu beda selisihnya tuh karena air aja.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I think we're done, right? Yeah. Terima kasih. Terima kasih. Thank you. Okay, so the next room is right here. Right beside. Yeah. Okay. So bring your robots with you.
Jadi bawa robotnya, jangan ditinggal, bawa ke ruangan berikutnya.
What did he say?
We need instruction from the inside class.
Oh, so they have to wait? Okay.
If there is instruction from another class, they can move.
Okay. I'm gonna get water. Yes.
There is some group can want to take picture with you.
Okay, sure, yeah. Okay, yeah. We take it here. Okay. All right, I'll go there. Okay, I'll go.
Yang ininya kan bisa. Yang dipakai ulang.
So, this way.
Duduk dingin ulun. Ya, mantap. Thank you.
Oke, terima kasih. Terima kasih. Terima kasih.
Bawa robotnya.
I need the water. Then we'll go to. Thank you.
I want to go this way, you're at the program, your robot, to give a command to say, I want to turn this way. But the question is, how much do you turn this way? Right? Do you turn full speed? Or you turn just a little bit? If you turn just a little bit, you may never reach the other side of the street. Right? If you turn too much, then you end up in a tree. Right? You end up in a tree. So that has to be just right. That's the very important part of control theory for cars.
Konsep menahan diri yaitu ketika kita mau berbelok, kita pelan-pelan agar bisa kita lurus berbeloknya. Kalau kita tidak pelan, kita ugal-ugalan, maka kita bakal tabrak pohon. Makanya seperti kamu grafik ini, nah, itu tabrak pohon, nah, itu dari menahan diri.
Any questions? Or we can put the next session. Are we leaving the wheels? Are we leaving the wheels straight? Are we turning it? Can you help me there?
Komisi Bapak Ibu bagi yang sholat sampai di 16.30.
Thank you. Siapa yang dulu itu?
The wheels, we still have that. It says the wheels.
It's like right? Taken breakfast by rice.
Good, sweet. You like it?
Yes, I like it.
Great. Zipper? Yeah, right. Okay. Where is it?
The room get the
Komisi Bapak Ibu, kita akan melakukan perpindahan ke ruangan sebelah. Seperti tadi, pakai satu baris dari baris pertama, baris kedua, baris ketiga, baris keempat, dan baris kelima.
Yang bentuk kotak itu kah atau yang? Iya, kotak.
8 sebelah sini.
8
Sini sebelum. Ya. Kelompok 1 ketiga menjawab. Di jawab sana. Ya. 7 di jawab sana. Ya. Yang penting di taman. Yang tadi kelompok yang dari ruangan sebelumnya kan?
ruangan sebelum
Bersihkan dulu.
sesuai dengan
Everybody's here?
Semuanya sudah di sini.
Put it all together in our robot circuit.
Jadi kaitan itu tentang yang belum kita ada di publik. Dan juga mereka itu berkaitan dengan kehidupan A, yang maksud ada 5 bagian. Kedua itu ada ketangan. Yang ketiga ada menulis listrik untuk memecahkan masalah. Yang keempat itu ada memahami getaran. Dan yang kelima itu memiliki struktur lapisan bumi dan menjelaskan fenomena alam untuk mitigasi bencana. Dan yang keenam itu membuat rangkaian listrik sederhana seperti gambar yang
Right. So, the earthquakes are created. So, I guess you guys know already, but the earthquakes, they're created by the forces that derive from the movement of the tectonic plates. So, there's tectonic plates, and they move, and they compress each other. And at the border, there's a lot of forces that are created. So, the forces are so much that the rock melts and creates a magma. Comes out is volcanoes of the tectonic plates. So this is the Pacific plate, and all around the Pacific plate there are volcanoes because of the forces of the tectonic plates. This is called the ring of fire.
Jadi gempa bumi itu terjadi karena lempengan bumi yang bergerak dan peluang besar bumi. Bagaimana magma ring of fire ini terjadi karena magma yang bergerak melalui celah itu bergerak celah itu ring of fire dan dari yang ada di belakang tektonik tersebut. Ya, di sana itu ada sebuah gunung berapi yang berada di sini.
So I believe that in 2004 there was a big earthquake. That created a huge tsunami, and I think this plate used to be together before, but now it's broken since 2004. I believe.
Ya, jadi pada tahun 2004 itu ada terjadi gunung besar dan tsunami yang ada di atas. Dan dia terbentuk ini ada.
Alright, so temperature is a measure of physical, or is a measure of the average kinetic energy. And around Indonesia, there's a plate moving this way, and this way also. And we can see that the distance that they move per year is about 68 millimeters per year, or 73 millimeters per year in this direction, and 44 millimeters per year in this direction. So it's about this much per year, right? So it's hard to think how to move this much per year, right? So one way to think about it is to relate it to the nails. Like the nails grow. What is the speed of the nails growing? So how can we measure temperature? And temperature thermometer, right? So we use something like this. You use it in class. Use it when somebody puts their hand on the forehead. Someone is saying they're hot, right? 1 millimeter per week. 1 millimeter per week. How many weeks per year? Okay, so now we can make our own thermometer. Right? So take out your robots. Right, who says that? 48, roughly 48 weeks times 1 millimeter per week, so about 4.8 millimeters per year. Right? So it's about the same speed as the tectonic plate. So the speed of the nails growing is about the same as the speed of the tectonic plates.
Jadi ada pergerakan kayak di luar yang dimana itu sebanyak 68 mm. Nanti mungkin kita bisa membayangkan beberapa lama gitu. Tapi kita tuh bisa dibayangkan dengan beberapa kecepatan yang
Am I supposed to wear this then? Okay, so the thermistor. You have it built like this, right?
On the south side of
The thermistor looks like this.
converging like this.
The thermistor, can I see your back?
Subduction. There's all kinds of words that the geologists use to describe.
Yeah, so that's a thermistor.
Yang kabel hitam.
And then, so the other part is the resistor. So can I see the resistor? The blue one. There's a blue resistor somewhere. Blue, this one, blue.
Habis itu
So,
ada
the
resistor.
thing that's a bit hard to understand for people is why do the earthquakes only happen once in a
Right.
while? Because the nails grow.
The blue one. Okay, so to connect
earthquakes
them,
only happen maybe once, a few times per year. So
you
the
find
important thing here is to understand
on
that
your
the
robot,
forces, they are
there's a spot with two prongs like this,
compression of the ground,
right? And then you take your thermistor and you put it like this.
Then
There's two holes in the thermistor.
That's where the energy is released.
Jadi papannya itu ada
Kalau kumpul tadi kan tentunya per minggu ketahuan. Nah, kalau misalnya kita ketahuan, jadi sepertinya itu kayak ketahan dulu.
Okay, so we can see it in the video. So the compression is the storage of energy is like
Yeah, okay, so once you have the thermistor in, so you take the resistor that's like this, right? And then you take the two ends and you put it inside the holes.
Ya kayak makanya tadi ada kayak jadi pas tumis energinya ketahan dulu di tempat. Tapi itu keluarnya itu sekaligus kayak makanya.
The resistor, where's the blue resistor? Do you have the blue one? We need this. Oh, here, this one.
And when we talk
so
about the
you take
earthquake,
this,
we have different words that they use.
and you put it in
We
the
have
holes,
place where
two
the earthquake
holes.
happens, the movement of the ground, actually where the movement happens, and it's called the hypocentrum.
Put it all the way inside.
And then just above the hypocentrum, at the surface, the epicentrum.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so when you're ready, connect to your robot and go to this website.
Dia terpendek dari titik gempa yang dibawa itu ke permukaan.
So this place is just above this is the shortest distance to the hypocentrum. So this will be the strongest vibration. And we measure the vibration on the Richter scale, right? We always hear, what was the last earthquake in Indonesia? How strong was it?
Jadi kapan terkena gempa yang
Okay, can we see? Perfect. Okay, so once you go to this website, you'll see a graph, right? So on the graph, on the y-axis is temperature in degrees Celsius.
When it broke?
On x-axis is time in milliseconds.
So each level on the Richter scale is 10 times the amplitude. Right? So if you have a waveform, then each level on the Richter scale is 10 times the amplitude of the previous level. And because it's a sine wave, the energy of a sine wave.
Okay. So now you can play around with the thermistor and you can measure different surfaces.
Just going by one, and the Richter scale is a lot more force.
Mendeteksi suhunya.
Yeah. So here, this is a metal surface. Here, try to measure the temperature of the surface. This is a metal surface. Okay. Try to measure. Oh, I'll fix that. 1 second. Metal surface. Can you give it to the other one?
When the energy propagates to the ground, it propagates differently in different kinds of ground, right? So we have
Usually it has all the way
bedrock.
inside.
The bedrock is very hard, and it will take a lot of energy to move just a little bit. But once it goes to a looser soil, then the same amount of energy will produce a bigger movement. And then once we get to the place where there's actually water, the ground is very loose, so there could be a lot of vibration because the water can separate from the ground. And then the houses can collapse because the water
Okay, I'm going to turn it off.
is now separated from the solid ground.
Jadi dampak bencana itu beda-beda pada tanah tiap itunya. Untuk yang keras itu dampaknya tidak terlalu signifikan, dan untuk yang tertindih itu terasa cuma dikit. Dan untuk yang ketiga itu tangannya itu ukur jadi
HP bisa lah. Soalnya jadi
So we want to observe the sine wave. I told you this is like a vibration. We want to observe it. So a tool to observe it is the seismograph. So the old way the vibration was to use a frame like this and then put a mass with the string. And when the frame moves, then the mass stays where it is because the string allows it to move freely. So the mass will stay where it is. And then by moving the frame to the side, then it will create a line this way. And then the mass will slowly get back to the center. So that's how we get this kind of waveform.
Try to
the seismograph. We can measure it
connect
at
again.
X, Y, and Z.
Jadi ini contoh seismograf seperti karena itu terbuat dari itu ada.
Do you see the temperature change?
Jadi kalau terjadi getaran itu akan bergerak dan tercipta
Perubahan suhunya.
Same principle exists in there's a chip inside the cell phone that has a micro electromechanical component, MEMS. It's a very small component, and it also measures the force of displacement. So it measures in X, Y, Z. You guys, if you have a cell phone, you have this kind of sensor in your smartphone, and then you can measure the vibration. So we have an X-axis. You can see the X-axis. In the Y-axis, not so much. It's separated on different axes. X, also Z. Z is this way.
So this one is working now. So
But you can
this is
see
a
the
metal
different kind of
surface.
vibration. Gives you different measurements.
Jadi prinsip yang sama juga ada chip yang ada di tadi yang namanya MEMS.
Yes. So the seismograph combines these kind of sensors to produce the graph like this.
Jadi itu menggabungkan sensor ini untuk mengambil data.
Okay. So, and when we get the seismograph, it's interesting to look at the shape of the seismograph because it has a common pattern. There's normally 3 parts to the seismograph. The first part is the shock wave coming from the movement of the ground. So the movement happens here. We are here in our measurement place here. So the shock wave will travel fastest in a straight line. So in a straight line from here to here, we'll get a shock wave first. That's the fastest wave. Then we'll get the movement of the ground.
Anyone have trouble with the graph? Is it showing the correct values?
And then the third part to get all the way around the surface of the earth. But that will be the strongest vibration because that's what we feel on the surface. So it will carry a lot of energy on the surface. So that's what we see in a typical system.
Okay.
Jadi ini itu ada 3 tahapan.
Okay, so now we can add some programming component.
Jadi yang bawah itu
HP satunya lagi HP
yang kedua
Yeah.
yang tengah.
So open another screen. Keep the graph open.
HP untuk grafik biar aja untuk grafik.
So this means that when we get the bulk,
Is it working now?
most of the energy, the highest force of the earthquake actually
So
happens
open it.
after we get the first shockwave. And so this gives us a chance to find some place to be safe.
Oke, jadi ketika terjadi getaran yang pertama itu kita sudah bisa untuk mempersiapkan diri untuk evakuasi.
Alright. So what we're going to do with our robotic kit, we're going to try to set up a simple seismograph. Okay, we're going to create a small graphic plot where we can measure the vibration. Okay. Do you guys know all the parts of your robot already?
Jadi kita bakal bikin seismograph sederhana. Yang diperlukan kita ada board, push, beri sama vibration sensor atau sensor.
So you guys know about these 3 batteries. Are these in series or parallel? This series or parallel circuit?
Jadi kita baterai itu series atau paralel. Untuk baterai baterai itu baterai yang seri atau paralel. Yang ada di
connected at the back. It's a bit hard to see, but actually you can see that the wire goes to the bottom. There's one battery, and then it connects to the other one like this. and then connect to the other one like this. So look at this, like this. So they are in series. The batteries are in series.
Jadi itu sering rangkaian sering.
And so that means we have a point where we have 0 volts. The 0 volt is the bottom of the. So we have 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries. So the 0 volt point is the least amount of voltage in our circuit. So that's called a ground point. So we see on the J and J is it's on many points on the circuit. Okay. And here at the top, so here we have how many volts in 1 battery?
Jadi ada berapa volt yang bergerak? Baterainya berapa volt?
Okay, so 4.5, yes. Yes. So we have 0, 1.5, 3, and then 4.5. Okay. So next step is to connect our getaran sensor. Sensor getaran.
Jadi kita harus menemukan
Yes, okay. Okay. So did you notice anything strange about the sensor?
mungkin kan rasa depan ketika depan
This is a strange component because normally circuits are electronic, right? There's only chips and nothing moves. But here it seems there's something different, right? Do you have something different?
jadi beda pada proyek itu ada sinyal kelas tapi ini ada sinyal yang
So maybe change the number then, because it's around the room temperature. We want it to detect.
So it seems something's moving inside. Yes.
32. So maybe do 30.
So
right?
how do we use something moving inside
Or,
to
sorry,
create a
no,
simple
no.
sensor?
Let's see.
You guys have any idea how we can?
It's around 32.5 degrees. So you.
Cara tahu nih cara memantau dalam rumah ada. Nah, cara kita mengetahui itu jadi mengulang sensor, jadi triggernya, jadi mastinya. Saya tahu kira-kira
The cold source.
kayak baik. Jadi
Okay, I'll give you a heat source. 1 second. Okay, so the room temperature is around 32. So what I'll do is I'll give you something hot. Okay. I'll give you something hot, so then you can change the value.
We want to. So we want to. The simplest thing we can do is connect to some voltage or connect or disconnect. Connect.
Okay,
Disconnect.
can you give them one by
That's the
one?
simplest thing we
It's
can
really
do.
hot, so be careful. It's really hot, be careful.
So there's
It's fine.
something inside the sensor that allows us to connect and disconnect. And this way we get high voltage or low voltage, and then we can get a signal that allows us to say something's happening.
Okay. Okay, so now so I give you really hot water, so maybe change it
Look at the
to,
structure of the
let's do 50 degrees.
sensor. There's actually 2 valves inside.
One, no, 50.
So when the balls are staying inside the sensor, normally one of them is touching
Okay.
one side, and the other side is touching the can, right, the outside. So electricity can pass. Normally the electricity can pass.
Okay, so
But
turn
once
it
the
on.
ball starts moving,
And
it's
it's
possible that the circuit is broken. So the schematic view is like this. We have
Keep it in.
2 possible ways to connect or disconnect. And then normally it's connected, the electricity can flow through.
Oke, jadi ketika bola ini tidak digudang, listrik itu nggak bisa terhubung ke sini. Tapi kalau di itu bisa lewat.
Oh, okay, so there's something missing here. Block here, you see? What needs to go here? Okay.
So what if I only had 1 ball? What would happen if I only had 1 ball?
Jadi kalau kita di mana punya satu bola, akan terjadi.
harus terjadi misalnya besar.
Did it work?
More,
Did it? So,
more vibration.
okay, so turn on.
Yes, but also, if I tilt
Okay.
this way, the ball is going to roll
Okay,
this way.
so it's on.
If I tilt this way, then the ball will roll this way.
This one.
So we will also detect the tilt. But this one does not detect the tilt. It only detects the vibration.
Jadi kalau kita ini boleh juga
No, it's okay. It refreshes.
jadi
Yeah, that's fine. So if you do this now, okay, it's off.
Nah, mati.
Okay. Oh, this one. So move this. Try not to move this one because it's really sensitive.
Jangan digetok. Sensitif soalnya.
So
The tilt one only has one ball, and then you can detect the tilt. But this one only shows you the shaking. Alright, so we want to create a seismograph. So we will try to go to this. So keep your web app open. But let's create a new tab, and let's go to this address.
did you get it to work? Did anyone get it to work here?
So connect to your robot, and let's open a new tab. A new tab. Don't close the web tab.
Different code here. Right. So if it's great. Oh. You have to put something here. Conditional. The condition to either do one thing or the other one. Right. So the condition doesn't meet. If this meets your criteria, if this is greater than 50, on.
Bikin kondisinya tuh jadi dua kriteria. Jadi satu, nah akan dijalankan kode di kriteria pertama, sebaliknya di kriteria kedua akan dijalankan kode yang kriteria dua lagi.
Right, and but if it's not, turn off. Right, so there's
Ya.
on, off. Right, so if, else, do that. So what's that? Empty. Off. So
The water is hot. Ya.
cool down that way. Yeah, put it. Just hold. Right. It's around 50 degrees. So you can work it. You put it here. Temperature will,
Sen.
and then it turns off.
Ini
Okay.
terjalankan kriteria yang kedua.
Did you guys understand that? So this one, two things were here, right? So there's one, if it's greater than 50, do this. And then else.
Now we're going to create a program using this vibration. The number we will use is how many times in half a second did we have the transition, right? Remember connect, disconnect? That's, we see it's a binary transitions. So when we create the program, the number will be how many times this change happened in half a second.
Jadi perkembangan tadi ini dengan bangun itu sama takut. Jadi berapa banyak itu yang terjadi dalam normal ini.
Okay, so we cannot run the graph and the program at the same time. So we have to close the graph and then we'll go start the program.
Jadi kita tahu ada bisa menjalankan program yang selanjutnya kok yang itu dijalankan. Jadi bisa ditutup yang terjadi tadi dan masuk ke web yang selanjutnya. Kita yang bawah tadi yang lebih paling
Now we're going to go to the programming interface.
Jadi bisa ke web yang ini tadi.
The first project I want to try to do is to create a thief alarm. Okay? Somebody wants to steal your robot, you should make a sound or turn on the light, turn on the blue light to indicate there's an alarm. But when no one is stealing your robot, turn off the light. Right? Yes? Okay?
Ya, jadi prinsip pertama yang akan kita lakukan itu ada alarm nanti jadi kalau ada yang ngambil mobil kita, jadi itu nanti akan ada bunyinya sama cahaya biru itu.
Right. So how can we do this? What's the first step that we need to? How would you do? So we know that a processor can run very fast, so we cannot write all the instructions all the time. So we need to create a loop to repeat the instructions and just put a few instructions inside a loop. Okay? So how would you do this?
Jadi gimana tuh cara kita ngelakuin itu? Jadi kita tuh pertama-tama pakai apa di pemrograman itu kayak bisa ulangi, pakai ulangi.
So we're going to make a loop. Okay. We're going to make a loop.
Okay. Try this brain, or this one is. Try this one. Okay. Instead of 32, let's use 50 degrees again.
Oke, sekarang kita bikin program menggunakan buzzernya tadi.
It's having issues. Did it work? Okay. Sessions? This work? Sessions? Oh, sorry. No, this has to. This has to be here. This has to be here. All right. Okay. So how do you turn it off? How do you turn off the sound? We need translation. How do you turn off the light?
Nah, kalian matiin lampunya.
Yeah. Yeah. So it should turn off when it's off, right? Okay, that's fine. That's two. So turn on. So right now, what's the temperature? So are we changing the temperature now? So it's working, but then we. Okay. Can I see yours? Is it working? Add the buzzer. How do you add the buzzer?
Tambahkan kode untuk buzzernya.
Tambahkan.
Tambak.
Ya, ya.
Tidak tambahkan. Tidak. Did it work? No.
Gimana kalian menghidupkannya?
Okay. Thank you. Okay, the next thing you can do is this. Next one. Let me change this one again. 50 degrees. 50 degrees. Okay, so let's do the same, but you can add more notes. We can make the robot sing.
Dari kode tadi itu not angka apa? Not bunyi bisa ditumpuk jadi berbagai macam bunyi. Nah, jadi seakan-akan buzzernya itu bernyanyi. Karena bisa ditimpa dengan berbagai macam not.
Did it work now? Did it work now?
It's not connected in Wi-Fi.
It's not flashing. This one's trash. Try this one. Are these ones? one? This is the old one? 30 minutes, okay. Okay, you have to play it in reverse order in the else, right? So I want it the other way. For else, it has to go this way. So A, G, E, D, C. For else.
Kalau yang do tadi seperti itu, kalau L sebaliknya, dibikin notnya tuh sebaliknya. Kalau yang do dari rendah ke atas, kalau yang S tadi tinggi ke bawah notnya. Jadi menurut
Teruskan sampai 5.
Okay, so for the else, I want the else to be the other way. Oh, sorry. So I want the else, right? This other way. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so the else has to be another way, right? So this is one way, but the else I want it another way. So for the else.
untuk else-nya bikin notnya tuh kebalikannya. Misalnya ini kan paling atas ini, paling bawah ini. Nah kalau X-nya paling atas ini, yang di paling yang ininya dipindah ke bawah. Dibuat arah sebaliknya. Yang else-nya iya dibikin lagi kayak gini. Dibikin kebalikannya.
Kebalikan. Yeah, so like this. Can I see? Okay. You have the hot water? Okay, we need hot. Can you, another one here? I'll get it. It's really hot. Air panas. Okay.
Cuma arahnya sebaliknya. Notnya tuh dari tinggi ke rendah.
Okay. So this one. So you have to make sure it doesn't get touched. This one might be a little loose. Let's see. Okay. Has to be batteries here. Did we change the batteries yet? Can you get new one?
Baterai baru.
Did yours work? Almost, okay. Right? But it should be so. But if this, let's use this. Change the temperature. Whose is this one? Whose is this one? Who asked for a new brain? Okay, sorry. It's not connecting? Okay. So does it go the other way? Maybe let's change the number to, yeah, you need new batteries, I think. It's not enough power. Okay. ahead, go change it. I think you need, does it play? Does it stop? Can I see the graph? Okay, connect back to the. So does it change? So, change the battery. Give me the old battery. This is the old one? Okay, let's try it. So it's this one, right? Is it this one? Okay. This one.
Tap for something long enough for the counter to reset. Then you can check the vibration again.
Is it too loud?
So if you use the dual motor knob, you have to put the stop time to be.
Okay, did everyone get it to work? Does anyone need help? So it plays one way and the other way? Okay. What do we do? Does it stop? Did we change the batteries yet? Did you change the battery?
No.
Okay, can we get new ones for these ones?
I already got it. This one is already changed the battery, but it won't run. I think battery is already changed. So we need a new one.
It keeps getting fried. Is this old? Did it come from a package? Where did you find the battery?
The Tempat.
Oh, okay. So I think it needs a new. Those ones are old too.
Oh.
So get a new pack.
Okay. I already got it.
That one. Did it work here? Okay.
It's very which one working? Which one?
Okay, so we have 20 minutes left, so let's move on to the next activity, okay?
Oke, sekarang kita sisa 20 menit, jadi kita lanjut ke sesi berikutnya.
Okay.
Pembahasan berikutnya.
Okay, so let's tie it back to the real world first.
Sekarang kita akan bertanya tentang thermistor ini.
Right, so can you think of examples of a system that uses a thermistor?
Bisakah berikan contoh kita dari penggunaan thermistor ini di kehidupan sehari-hari kita? Berikan contoh misalnya penggunaan sistem thermistor ini di kehidupan nyata.
Air conditioner, right? That's an example. So what's the input? Let's think of it in the input and output frame or a lens. So what's the input for the air conditioner?
Right. Everybody's good? Okay, we do one last question.
Temperature, right? So the thermistor detects the temperature like the ones you have in front of you, right? And then what's the output?
Hasil dari
I have a motorcycle.
outputnya tadi
Motorcycle. I started full speed on the right wheel. I'm going to start the full speed on the right wheel. then my motorcycle is going to
So
kind
cold,
of
right? So it blows cold air, right? So if it's too hot,
reduce the speed,
blow
until
cold
the
air,
vibration is less
right? So
than
just
20.
like the lights here, right? Or the buzzers. Okay. So the next is acids and bases.
When I reach,
Does anyone know what acids and bases are?
speed where control vibration.
Dan basa itu apa?
When the vibration reaches less than 20, blink the light 10 times to show that it's defeated.
Yes? Does they say yes? Yeah, so it's less than 7. It's greater than 7, right?
Right?
So what happens when you mix an acid and a base?
Jadi
Let's try it.
apabila asam dan basa dicampur kira-kira jadi apa?
Only the right side. You're only using the right motor of this person.
It makes what? Neutral. It becomes neutral. And what are the products of the reaction, right? So typically it's acid plus base is equals salt plus water.
Jadi asam dan basa itu seperti garam ditambah dengan
Yeah, right? Okay, so as part of that, the reactions also release or absorb heat, right? Do we know what exothermic and endothermic means?
ada yang tahu perbedaan eksotermik dan endotermik?
Yeah, so what's exothermic?
Apa itu eksotermik? Apa?
What,
Ekso tadi apa?
what did she say at the back? Huh?
So it's hot and endo is cold.
Right, so for exo, it releases heat, right? So the temperature, the external temperature goes up. Yes, but then when it's endothermic, it becomes cold because it absorbs the energy.
Exo itu mengeluarkan panas. Nah, dan endo itu menyerap panas sehingga menjadi
Okay, so we're gonna give you acids and bases.
sekarang akan diberikan asam dan basanya.
Can you give them the same thing? Okay. Acids and bases, and then also the base. Yeah, but don't mix it, right?
The right side only full speed.
Okay, so don't mix it yet. Don't mix them. Keep them separate. Is it working now?
Yeah, it's already.
Okay. So let's see the code. Can you play the code? Play it. What's this one?
It's already.
This is new, right? Brand new?
Yes. Yes.
Your step is to start at more speed. Next, you learn to check the vibration. No time. There was no time. You only started with water, and you had time to count the vibration. So we need.
Should work. It's the 888. This one didn't load yet. Okay. Can you try it in this one?
Yeah, okay.
Can you make the same thing? Okay, so you have the chuka. Okay, so put the resistor or the thermistor in the chuka.
Taruh resistornya ke dalam cuka. Taruh resistornya ke dalam cuka.
Okay. So when we mix them, don't mix them yet. Do you think it's an exothermic or an endothermic reaction?
Jangan dicampur dulu. Kira-kira kalau cuka dan baking soda ini dicampur, hasilnya akan eksotermik atau endotermik?
Exo. Who thinks it's exo?
Siapa yang pikir ekso?
Who thinks it's endo?
Yang endo? Ada?
Okay, so let's see. So when you're ready, add a little bit of baking soda.
Sekarang kita tambahkan baking soda sedikit saja.
Less than half a spoon, a little bit. Little bit. Wash and then open up your graph. Make sure you see the graph, okay? Make sure you see the graph so you can see the temperature change.
Waktu ditambah baking soda sambil dilihat grafiknya.
So what happened to the, did you mix it yet? So when you're ready, mix a little bit of baking soda. Just a little bit. This is the vinegar?
Yes.
Okay. So what happened?
Apa yang terjadi? Sudah semua? Sudah? Apa yang biasanya? Oh.
So what does that mean?
Kalau turun kira-kira berapa hasilnya?
So the reaction is endothermic, right?
Jadi hasilnya endotermik.
Okay, so this is what it looks like, right? So initial temperature is over here, and then once the reaction is happening, the temperature goes down, right? And then once the reaction finishes, it flatlines again.
Jadi temperaturnya itu akan menurun seperti yang ada di gambar.
Yeah. Okay, how much time do we have left?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, let's do this one real quick. Okay, the next thing is heat capacity.
Pembahasan selanjutnya adalah kapasitas kalori.
Okay.